how's it going? So I'm back with another super easy dessert that's going to be really fun for this upcoming holiday. It's a Rice Krispie treat ice cream log, or we can make it in cake form. I'll show you the options of kind of what to put it in. This is a no bake, really easy, comes together in minutes, and it is a crowd pleaser. Adults, kids, everybody loves it. It's always super exciting, that first slice and the ice cream's inside. So let's get to work. You're going to need Rice Krispies, marshmallow fluff. You're gonna need either margarine or butter. We're gonna make a Rice Krispie treat, basic Rice Krispie treat, and then we're gonna add it into the pan with ice cream. So now's the time to grab your ice cream, let it come and thaw a little bit at room temperature. If you want non-dairy, you can use any non-dairy ice cream. I'm gonna go full-blown dairy today and use this caramel ice cream. Any flavor, whatever you guys like, go ahead and use. So I also am gonna add in some sprinkles into my Rice Krispie batter. It gives it a nice color, it's pretty. You can add in freeze-dried strawberries, freeze-dried raspberries or blueberries, Oreos, cookie butter cookies, any kind of cookie you can add into the Rice Krispies to make it festive. I actually have also used Fruity Pebbles instead of Rice Krispies to make it super colorful. Added marshmallows in there. You can do like a s'mores theme with chocolate chips, graham crackers, and marshmallows in the Rice Krispie, and then just put a basic vanilla or chocolate ice cream inside. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna melt I use Earth Balance, butter, margarine, anything goes, just for the Rice Krispie treat. So I'm gonna get it into, I use a big pot, because that's what I'm gonna use to mix my Rice Krispies also. One-stop shop. This is the only cooking, baking we have to do. Otherwise, no oven is required at all. Just freezer and set and forget it until you're ready to eat it. All right, so we're gonna get that going. I'm gonna melt this down. While my butter is melting, let's talk pans of what we're gonna put this in. So I have a few options here. My favorite is this very large loaf pan. It's super impressive looking. Feeds a big crowd. I really like this one. You can go ahead and make mini ones, mini muffin tins. I'll show you how we do it, and these are also a good option, individual size and portions. You also can do loaf pans these size. You can do it in a bun pan or a springform pan. Today I'm gonna go for this springform pan because I'm using dairy ice cream. This happens to be a dairy dish, so I'm gonna use that. And I'm gonna have extra. I'm gonna make probably another loaf. So this whole box of Rice Krispies generally gives me this big loaf. So you can get out 2 loaves. I'd say almost probably 2 dozen muffin tins. Have fun with it, enjoy. And also if there's leftover Rice Krispie treats, you can always just put them in a Pyrex in a tin, cut them up for regular good old Rice Krispie treats. Okay, so my butter is melting. We're gonna go ahead and add in the fluff. I'm going to add in the fluff and let it melt down quickly, and then I'm shutting the fire, and we're all done. Okay, so a little tip and trick, a lot of people already kind of know this. You can either spray your spatula with non-stick cooking spray so it doesn't stick to the fluff. Because there's already butter in here, I'm going to get my spatula covered in the butter, and that way we also won't have it stick. Okay, so we're going to get the fluff right in there. Use the whole jar. Let's be generous. This is fun. Some people do like to use real marshmallows, which is delicious, and melt them down. But we're going for quick and easy, so we're going to use fluff. Nothing better in the world than fluff. Add it to anything for a super delicious dessert. As a kid, I remember, forget the Rice Krispie treats. We used to just take a spoon of Rice Krispies and fluff and eat it off the spoon. It was like an instant Rice Krispie treat. Okay, so all the fluff is out. I'm gonna mix it in with this butter just for like 20 seconds, get it cooked down. Awesome, shutting my fire. Now here's where we go with the Rice Krispie treats. Let me remove everything, and I'm gonna bring it here so you guys can see. Okay, we're getting it right there. We're gonna get my Rice Krispie treats. This is probably the bigger size. I'd say you don't need the family size. I'm gonna go in and use it all up. Okay. And now we're gonna mix this around. Mix it around before you put your add-ins. Get it all nice and mixed. Make sure you really get under there. If your Rice Krispie spills, so be it. Okay, so really make sure you get to the bottom where all the fluff is. You can put on gloves and get your hands dirty. Just remember, it is really hot. So give it a second before you really get in there because the fluff will burn right through the plastic gloves. Or if you touch the bottom of the pot. All right, so we're getting nice and down in there. Make sure you have all that fluff on the bottom. Make sure you give it a really good mix and the Rice Krispies get all incorporated. Nice. I also just want to eat this right out of the pot right now. It is so good. There's nothing better. And the only problem is I find with Rice Krispie treats is like water. I could probably eat this whole pot and not feel a thing. It's just so light and fluffy and delicious. Okay, I'm gonna go in now with my sprinkles. No measurement, go with what you like. Make it colorful. Again, like I told you, Oreos, different kinds of freeze-dried berries, chocolate chips, marshmallows. You can use Fruity Pebbles, like I said. You can even go for a Cocoa Krispies and get a chocolatey one. Anything works. It's just so simple. I'm all about these quick desserts that are impressive also. Alrighty. So now where I'm going to get a glove, I'm going to make sure it's fully mixed up with my gloves on. And I told you before, I'm going to go ahead and use the springform pan. So I'm going to get that going. You can line whatever you're using with parchment paper. I'm going to spray it with a non-stick spray all around the sides. Really get in there. There's nothing worse than when something gets stuck. Okay. And I've done this with every other tray. This is easy because it pops open. But every tray I've used, every pan I've used, it comes out really easily. Okay, so here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna make sure this is all mixed up. Get in there. It's cooled down significantly that my gloves are not gonna burn through. Okay, so I'm gonna take a bunch and we're gonna lay it in the bottom of our pan. I will do this so you can see. Okay, so I'm laying a bottom layer, a nice thick layer. You don't want the ice cream to come through. You're gonna push it down. Again, there will always be room for the ice cream. And now what you wanna do is anything you're using, and I'll do it with a loaf pan if I have extra. I actually might not have extra. You're gonna go up the sides as well. So you're layering the bottom and the sides. You wanna make sure you have extra Rice Krispies over because we're gonna cover it after. So I'm going up the side and the bottom, pushing down the bottom, and even you can push down and bring up some on the side without even taking extra. Okay. Good tip, which I didn't do, spray your glove so it doesn't stick all to your glove, but I'm getting all of it almost off. Okay. Up the sides, and again I'm pushing down the bottom so it's actually naturally coming up the sides. Okay, delicious, delicious. How bad could this be, right? Rice Krispie treats and ice cream. Can't go wrong. Okay, so I'm pushing it up the sides. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want pretty much like a hole in the center. Now we're gonna take our ice cream that I had out for a little softening. And you're gonna take a spoon and you're just, see, look, mine's nice and soft. You want it soft. You're gonna just get it right in there. Oh goodness, this looks too good to be true. And this is like full-blown dairy for the holiday, for Shavuot. You can use as little or as much as you like. I like to really fill up that hole I created, smoothing it around. You guys, this might not make it to Thursday, Friday. Don't tell anyone this is here. I'll raid my freezer. Okay, so now I have my ice cream in there. I'm gonna get a glove back on, and you're gonna take the rest of the Rice Krispie treats and fully cover this. I'm gonna spray my glove a tad so it doesn't get fully on it, so it's nice and greasy. And I'm gonna take Rice Krispie treats, and that's it. Had it right on top. I'll tell you what, even this springform pan, I'm gonna end up turning the cake upside down, so that top, that perfect circle on top, is what's gonna be shown and displayed. And when I'm gonna pop this in a freezer now, so you're gonna get that fully covered. Make sure it meets the ends, that no ice cream is peeking out from the sides. Make it as flat as you can, only so it rests flat. You don't want a big dome because then it won't sit flat when you pop it open, especially if you're using a loaf pan. We're gonna flip it over, so you want the bottom to sit flat. Same for the bundt pan, and I'm gonna show you because I'm gonna turn this upside down. Okay, so I got all my Rice Krispies in here. Pushing it in, I'm gonna cover this with saran wrap. That's it, we're all covered. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna cover this with saran wrap, pop it in the freezer. You can stick it in there until ready to serve. I take it out about 20 minutes, half hour before, so it defrosts slightly, and then open it. Or if you want to, take it out of what the dish is in to use again, I'm gonna set it in there for a couple of hours, do some other stuff, and then I will show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna cut into it and hopefully get a little sneak. All right, we took it out of the freezer. It's all ready to go. I have my taste tester ready.
Wait, I'm gonna pay
Open it. We're gonna actually, so if you have whatever you have it in, you're gonna just flip it upside down, remove it from the pan, and there we go. We have a beautiful looking cake. You want to drizzle on it. You can put whipped cream, drizzle more sprinkles, drizzle melted chocolate, whatever you want. All right, let's cut it. You ready?
Yeah. Hey, tell me what it is.
All right. And now get ready for all the oohs and ahs. Ooh, ah. Here we have all the ice cream. There you go. Ready? Taste it for me. Is it delicious?
Oh my God.
Here we have the inside. It is ice cream, Rice Krispie treat. You can't get better.